Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Maryland Terrapins, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Terrapins will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Notre Dame's offense will get the football first. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
Man, it's just fun to have those.
Turning on the Jets. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. It's Carr. Here's a heat. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Touchdown, Terrapins! What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
You always want to come out and set the tone as a defense. Get a stop, make a punt. How about this? Get the INT and take it back to the house. Way to set the tone for this defense early.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Off the play fake on first down to throw. The short hands, it's Hatcher. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Trying play action. Trying to get behind the defense. Makes the catch on the right side. Turning it on. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was good. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's Manning. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So the Maryland Terrapins offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often, they hit him early, they got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down. He started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David. Up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on his feet to get into a rhythm.
The best quarterbacks in the history of the game, when you continue to hit them, they become very human, and they start to rush their thought process. So he got hit early, and he got hit often last week, and that's why they lost. Position one, objective number one today. Protect him, keep him upright, let him get some confidence.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough for a first down. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. The Terrapins will have it 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start.
It's a seam wide open. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. And the Terrapins are rolling down the field. They'll give it to him again. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Looking to throw, it's Washington. Fires to the big fella. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. The Terrapins will send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Looking for more room. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Maryland! This D gave them exactly what they needed, not only with a stop, but with a touchdown.
Yeah, and finding ways to impact the game early in the game, just make impact plays, right? The defense wants to create sacks, create turnovers. Great job creating the turnover and getting points off of it.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Offense changing the play. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
I love that play call by the offensive coordinator. Your quarterback just threw a pick 6. You want to pick him right back up, right? So don't handcuff him. On the very first play of the next drive, let him throw the football to try to reestablish a rhythm and reestablish some confidence. Obviously, that one falls incomplete, but they need to get this guy back into a rhythm. The only way you do that is by throwing the ball.
Throws for the tight end. He's got an open man. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has him across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. On the move, he fires. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can...
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And what a start for this guy. That's now his second interception in the first quarter of this game. He has been an absolute ball hawk in this thing early, and the quarterback would do well to stop him.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Maryland has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. To throw, it's Washington. Got it set up on the outside. At the 35, he's got room. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. And the Terps will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. He uncorks a bullet to the right. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Balls it in down the sideline. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Gets the back moving. He wants to throw it again. It's complete to the left. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. He'll set up to throw. Under fire. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
And I like this offense. They didn't panic. A lot of times you see offenses panic and want to get back in it when they're down really quickly, and they force the issue. They stayed patient. They stayed within themselves, and we're an extra point away from being a tied football.
And the extra point is good. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Washington. Makes the grab. It's Smith.
If you're trying to throw these curl routes against zone coverage, you got to have great timing. Nice job there by the quarterback, understanding where he wanted to go with it, but also the conviction. Did you see the arm talent on that throw?
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. They'll try to run for it. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Crazy.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Going right to work up top. He wants to take the top.
That shit's so cheap, man.
Snags it inside the 20. Slippery slide. Finds his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think he'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
Here's the pressure. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
Quarterbacks need time when they're in the pocket to complete throws. That QB had no shot after taking that.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. Backing this defense on third down. Back to pass. It's Washington. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
What do you do? Plug his
Well, this defense was ready for goal. So against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Powers through. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Might be calling a hot route. Bringing the heat. He slings it deep to the left. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. They'll go to work in the air on second down. They dialed up the shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to keep it in the air. The sweet feet buy a little time. Grabbed in the backfield. It's locked. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Grabbed on the outside, it's Love.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Catch in the middle, it's Pauling. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get get more points on the board before the break. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Touchdown, 5-yard. And they take it in for 6 more points.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Texas A&M found a way to pick up the W, and a win is a win, but this was not the type of convincing victory they've gotten used to in College Station. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Grab behind the line. It's Smith. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. He's going to let one fly down the middle.
Thank you.
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Bringing it back. A dangerous cover man and a dangerous return man after the pick as he gets it all the way to the 44-yard line. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Motion from the wideout. Dropping back, it's Carr. Pocket breaking down. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's Love. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play. They're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. Quarterback making checks. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Still looking on the move. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete. He gets it in. Touchdown, Notre Dame. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. On the run, it's Ray. He breaks it back and runs through another one. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to pass, it's Washington. Rush is on him. Caught close to the marker, it's Webb. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long. You've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break, and they executed it perfectly right there to pick up that first.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. To the air on first down. He hurls one deep down the left side. Got it in stride inside the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Terps!
How about the bomb by the offense? The Hail Mary, they go deep. The defense knows it's coming. Where are they? Where is the defense? You got to stay as deep as the deepest and make sure this doesn't happen. The Hail Mary to success.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great one in South Bend going on. And it's been an absolute clinic in fundamental defensive football so far. A total standoff with both teams refusing to give an inch. And I know this new era of football is about chucking it all over the yard and just outscoring the other team. But this game is a throwback, and to be honest, it's refreshing.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together to start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Terrapins have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Smith takes the handoff, and the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. Martin will throw it. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Terrapins will punt this one away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Makes a nice grab at the 25. He gets a block. He just about took that one to the house. They finally bring him down, but when you have a return like that, it pretty much eats up everything gained by the punt. Now the chance for perhaps the most rewarding 1-yard drive in the history of football. Trying to barge in. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Irish! My philosophy on going for 2 is only when you have to. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. To the air, it's Washington. Pulls it in, It's Smith. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Had to throw it before he wanted, and they failed to hook up on third down.
And this is why this team is losing this game right now. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times, almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
The Terrapins will try to pin them back with the punt. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Working that left side now. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Notre Dame facing a third and long, trying to keep this drive alive. He's looking to throw. Here comes the heat. Bought a little time, lets it go. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Shoots it to the left. Makes the catch. Converts on fourth down. Is still on his feet. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Got his man. All down at the 38-yard line, and a big pickup of 15 yards there. It's first and 10 from the 38-yard line. Under fire. He's going to fire deep. Makes the grab. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal.
This guy already has a touchdown. He almost had a second right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field position.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. They'll run play action. Going for 6. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And the beatdown has ensued. If he can keep putting together games like this, he might have a shot at Brady Quinn's career touchdown record of 95. All the great quarterbacks the Irish have had, guys like Joe Theismann, John Hewart, nobody's even close to that.
Yeah, and that's crazy to think about being that kind of a company. And Notre Dame's always been a good running team. And when they find quarterbacks and have great quarterback play, then I think they start to take off to that next level. And so far, he's showing that here today.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. LSU is currently ahead in this one in Death Valley, but it's been a close one so far. They're up by 4 over Florida State. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll hear about it here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Cold and finds his man on the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Now on second down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. Looking to pass. It's Washington. Caught. At the 40. There he goes. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed, so dynamic with the football. And this is why they get it to him short, because he can take it to the house or make a big play on any reception.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Got it behind the line. It's Smith. And we've been waiting to see the spin move, and so too had the defense. They were ready for it. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. It's incomplete, and we'll change ends of the field now. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Quarterback on the keeper. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game.
And listen, we know this QB wants to take off. 4th down, go time, got to make a play. Defense locked in, dialed in, got to him, got him on the ground, didn't let him get to the sticks.
Makes a catch on the left. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. Some might have the philosophy to milk the clock. Others have this philosophy. Just keep going at them.
Until you stop me. And I think the offense, you can tell, it's pretty clear. They're going to keep their foot on the gas, continuing to throw the football down the field, attack, make big plays like they have all game long.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Oh, they're after him! And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. The play action fake. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
Got it inside the 30 before he's finally pulled down at the 25. It's a gain of 6. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. On the move, it's Love. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. Notre Dame now operating in the red zone. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Out of the gun, the inside give. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
This is so a Jesse Palmer move. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator. Try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Got to look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Palmer.
They'll move the tight end. From the gun, the ground game. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play. Able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Chance to build a little momentum here by converting this 3rd down from deep in your own territory. Lets it fly. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Here come the Irish back on offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes if you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chugging and keep scoring. I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives. There he goes! He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Leaves it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it's been a little bit of a frustrating day for this offense. They want to get the run game going, and they want to get it to their stud at running back, but he just hasn't found a lot of area. And here's the thing. If you don't have successful runs, now it's 2nd and long, and this offense, they haven't been in a great spot because physically they haven't been able to run the football.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the 4th quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Wants to throw. It's Washington. He'll take a shot. It's broken up and almost intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 4th down.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 pass.
Looking for the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
How about the bomb? The Hail Mary coming out, and the offense executes it great. They throw the ball deep. Where's the defense? Man, you know this ball is going deep. You know they need it. They got to have it. And the defense just doesn't play great, doesn't get to the football to make a play.
After not really playing their best earlier this season, people said this team is bad. Now they won 3 in a row. This team is good. People are fickle.
Yeah, and we're probably the ones who were saying that a little bit, Reese, because they were struggling. It didn't look like they knew who they were, and they didn't have the momentum going, but now they've definitely got